Now does my project gather to a land. My charms crack not. My spirits obey, and time goes upright. And with this carriage, how's the day?
On the 6th hour, at which time, my lord, you said our works would cease.
I did say so. When first I raised this tempest, say my spirit, how fares the king and followers?
Confined together in the same fashion as you gave in charge, just as you left them, all the prisoners, sir, in the lion grove where feather fens your cell. They cannot budge till you release the king, his brother, and yours abide all three distracted, and the remainder mourning over them, brimful of sorrow and dismay, but chiefly him that you turned, sir, the good old Lord Gonzalo. He tears run down his beard like winter's drops from caves of reeds. Your charm so strongly works them, that if you now behold them, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, sir, were I human.
Mine shall. Hast thou, which art but air, a touch, a feeling of their afflictions, and shall not myself? One of their kind, that relish as all sharply, passion as they, be kindlier moved than thou art. Thou with their high wrongs, I am struck, and thee quick. Yet with my nobler reasons gained, my fury, do I take part, the rarer action is. In virtue, than in vengeance, they being penitent. The sole drift of my purpose doth extend, not a frown further. Go, release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break, their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them, sir. Hurrah!
You elves of hills, brooks standing lakes, and groves, and yet you that on these sands with printless foot do chase the ebbing Neptune to fly him. When he comes back, you demi-puppets that by moonshine do the green sour wrinkles maker, whereof the ew not bites, and you whose pastime is to make midnight mushrooms that rejoice. To hear the solemn curfew, by whose aid weak masters through you be, I have bedimmed. The noontime sun called forth the mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and the azure vault set roaring war to the dread rattling thunder. Have I given fire, the rifted Jove stout, oak with this own bolt, the strong-based promontory have I to make sake, and by the spurs plucked up the pine and cedar graves at my command, have waked their sleepers, opened to let them forth by my so potent art. But this rough magic I here abjure, and when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do, to work mine end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, buried in the fathoms of the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I drown my book.